Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make some baked waffle sticks using our new waffle stick pan. So this is the pan. It's got a really nice teal color on the other side. Mine is nice and new because I have not used it yet. So first you're going to want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees, which I have done already. And then you just want to grease your waffle stick pan. So you don't want to use a cooking spray because that can damage your pan and make cleanup a little bit harder. So you want to just use some olive oil and then just dip your brush in the olive oil and then lightly brush each one of the pockets. I'm just going to do that quickly. So this just prevents the waffles from sticking, obviously. The pan should be a little bit non-stick, but this just makes sure that you get the right shape of the waffle sticks that you're looking for. Okay, so that's good. It's all greased. So next I'm just going to mix together my dry ingredients. So I'm going to use my batter bowl. Sorry. And I have my flour measured out here. So I have 3/4 of a cup of flour. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar to that. And I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then just going to mix those up together. So it's good to mix your dry ingredients and wet ingredients separately just to make sure that all the ingredients are evenly distributed, especially the baking powder, so you get even rising. So next I'm just going to combine the wet ingredients. I'm just going to use a separate bowl here. So I have 2 eggs whisked together. These are the silicone prep bowls. This is one of the smaller ones. So these ones do also come with lids. So they're great if you want to keep something in the fridge. So sorry, there's 2 eggs in there. Also 3 tablespoons of oil. So this is the mini measure-all. So it can measure liquids. This one the mini measures up to 4 tablespoons. You can also measure dry solids. And I'll show you afterwards. I'm going to pour this out. So we'll put our oil. So if you turn it the other way around, you can see that you can measure dry solids. And this just pushes down. So it's really easy to push out things that are sticky, like maple syrup, even brown sugar. Makes it simple to measure small amounts rather than using your measuring spoons. Okay, so then we're also going to add 1/2 cup of milk. So this is another one of the measure-alls. This one goes up to 1 cup. So 1 cup liquid and 1 cup dry. So we're going to add in our milk. And then lastly, we're just going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla. And then just mix those all up. Okay, now we're just going to combine the wet with the dry ingredients. So I'm just going to pour it into my batter bowl. Oh, sorry, this is the side of the batter bowl. So this one measures up to 8 cups liquid. It also comes with one of these really great lids, so you can also keep the batter in the fridge if you want to. Sorry, please don't mind my crazy toddler. So then we just want to mix together those ingredients. Don't mind my mixing, it's with one hand, so it's not the best. Okay, so you could also, I'm sure there's lots of other recipes out there. If you want to get creative, you could add some different flavorings to your waffles, bananas, probably add chocolate chips. I'm just going to stick with a basic, simple recipe right now, which I'll share with you guys later. It also comes with some great recipes if you want to just make some fancy flavored syrups. Okay. Okay, sorry, I had to use 2 hands. So this is our batter all mixed up nicely. So just make sure you want to scrape the bottom to make sure you've got all the dried ingredients all incorporated. So next I'm just going to pour it into the pan. So I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand, but I might just pause the video and show you guys what it looks like after I have them poured. Okay, so this bowl works great because it has a nice spout on it. So it makes pouring really easy. Sorry, don't mind my kitchen timer. Okay, I'm just going to finish pouring these in and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all full. Okay, so I have them all poured in. So it's nice, this recipe just makes enough just for 6 waffle sticks. So you just want to make sure that your batter is poured in evenly into all the wells. So I used up all my batter. So next I'm just going to pop them in the oven. So my oven's preheated again to 400 degrees. So they're going to bake for 11 to 13 minutes. So I'm going to time it for 11 minutes and then just test to see until they're golden brown. So I'll show you guys what they look like after they're done cooking. Okay everybody, so I just took them out of the oven. So I cooked them for just over 11 minutes and they're just starting to get nice and golden brown. I didn't want to cook them too much just because my 3-year-old's going to be eating them, so I want to make sure they're nice and soft. They smell amazing though. So I'm just going to pop them out. I'm going to use, this is the cake tester and releaser, so the one side is this flat blade. So just to make sure that it comes out smoothly, and yeah, they're definitely not sticking. So I'm going to use my fingers, but be careful because they're hot. So yeah, that's what they look like. They're nice and brown. And the best part is that you don't have to worry about the messy cleanup with waffle makers. That's what I can't stand. These ones pop right out of the pan, as you can see, because we put a little bit of oil. The pan is perfectly clean, so super easy cleanup. So just a quick review of some of the tools that I used. So these were the little silicone prep bowls. So this is the smallest, and these are the other 2 ones that come in the set, and then there's lids that go with them as well. Sorry. I also used the glass mixing bowls, so I used the smallest one. Again, came from a set of 3, so these are the other 2 ones. I also used the measuring spoons, so they all kind of nest and stack together like that. And then I used the mini measure-all and then the petite measure-all for my liquid. And then I also use the chef's silicone basting brush. So it comes with this handy little edge that you can hook on. And then I also use the batter bowl. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about any of the products I used or the recipe, just let me know. Thanks.